So when I start making videos again, when I've been gone for a while, I start seeing the world in new YouTube video subjects and stuff. So I had two things that happened to me recently that I thought I need to tell my people on YouTube about this. So first off, in one of my classes, we had to do it's a really huge lecture hall, and the professor wanted us to practice doing a pretty simple integration thing, math problem. And uh, so, we all like worked on it on our own, and she said, well, check with your neighbor, the person sitting next to you, and see if you got the same answer. And it was real kind of basic stuff. And so I was like, oh yeah, I glanced at his paper. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And um, because he had the same numbers in there and same letters, and so I didn't really pay attention to what he had done. And he said, well, this is the answer. And so I glanced back at it, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that looks good. But then I took another look at it. I said, except because it was totally wrong. And and I was about to say, except that, I was gonna tell him what was wrong. And this happens a lot in engineering kind of classes. But he said, except what? I was like, oh, never mind, it's fine. She's about to tell us the answer anyway, so, like, never mind. Oh, um, and I try not to be like that. I, I don't know. Anyway, so it was just a funny situation with engineers. It was such a good example of the kind of guys that I have classes with, who are just like they're really smart and they are right, and don't tell them otherwise, because like they know what they're doing. And I don't know. And I don't know if that's because I'm a girl or something. I don't know. I don't want to chalk it up to that type of thing, but I get that kind of attitude from guys all the time in my classes, where I see a problem in a project that we're working on together and they get really offended with it. Okay, so the next thing was I was walking on campus and there was this couple. They're kind of flirting. I don't think they were like actually together yet, but they seemed to be kind of flirty. And I didn't hear anything about what they were talking about, but all of a sudden I heard the girl say, IDK. Like, I don't know. Same amount of syllables, but she had to abbreviate it. I feel so old when I hear stuff like that. It's such an internet generation type of thing. And I'm a YouTuber, and I still just don't quite get that internet lingo, and especially when you use it in real life, when you actually say IDK instead of I don't know. At least I knew what she meant by IDK. Because it sounds exactly like I don't know, so why wouldn't you just say I don't know? I don't know. Yeah, I turn 24 soon. Not soon, but I feel like it's pretty soon. So, I've kind of been thinking about that, about I'm starting to be kind of mid-20s and stuff, and I just feel so old, and I'm still in school. Ugh. Anyway, I mean, I know I'm not old. Don't like get mad at me for saying that. But I'm just saying, like, this is the oldest I've ever been, obviously, and I'm feeling it right now. Just with the generation gap is really obvious now with this class of incoming freshmen that I think were born in like 91 now. So 91. And on that note, this summer when I had that freshman group for the like summer camp type thing, Savage Garden's Truly Madly Deeply came on the radio, and I was like, oh, this brings back memories of like 8th grade or something. That was the song that you wanted to slow dance to with your crush. Nobody knew what it was. They were like, what's this song? I've never heard of Savage Garden. I was like, oh my god. So obviously I'm not actually old, but I feel the generation gap this year. This is the first time I've really felt the generation gap with the people coming into college now. So I'm ready to move on and not be in these classes. Oh my gosh. Thanks for listening.